but it's a situation that could get much more interesting as traffic becomes more congested once you get toward the East LA interchange. CHP again behind a stolen truck. LAPD initiating this pursuit. We have been on this for over a half an hour now, following from Sky 5 overhead as law enforcement track this stolen pickup truck with a night sun on surface streets, but primarily on the freeway. And again, that is CHP's jurisdiction. Obviously, they're now involved. They've chosen to get behind this suspect. And you see the driving here. You know, it's reckless disregard, frankly. And as the traffic becomes worse, the driving becomes worse and more dangerous.
Absolutely. We were going through the interchange here at the 710, so we're still westbound 10 freeway. And Micah, you're right. If the driver decides to jump on the 10 freeway going west, he has that ability to jump onto that transition, which takes him actually onto the 5, then to the 10 west. That's going to be a big issue, big problem for the driver because the 10 is shut down. He'll have to exit at Santa Fe, which has been the closure since the fire on the 10 freeway. So we'll see if he stays in this lane. If he stays in this lane all the way to the 5 interchange, he will definitely go westbound. It'll transition onto the 101 freeway northbound. So we'll see what the driver does as he approaches the 5 freeway here. But again, CHP still in pursuit. Speeds are still about almost 80 miles an hour right now, and the driver refusing to yield.
And this is going to quickly become a stop-and-go situation in the next few minutes if the driver continues on this course. Again, 10 westbound approaching the East LA interchange. And there you see all the signage, and that's going to indicate the way forward for the 5 north, the 101 north.
Let's get closer to
and
it.
all the other options that are available to you at this point. You know, he spent a little bit of time on surface streets. Primarily, this has been a freeway pursuit, and CHP now involved all the way out of El Monte, westbound on the 10 freeway into the East LA area, approaching the East LA interchange. Again, a stolen pickup truck, and CHP with how many units? I saw 2. At last check, 2 units behind the suspect. There you go, 2 CHP units behind the suspect. And of course, following from the air as well, as Sky 5 continues to track this. And the big question, what's going to happen, Gil, as we approach this interchange with the 5 and the 101 and in the inevitable congestion at this time of night, compounded by what's happening with the 10 closure?
Absolutely, Mike, and here we go. He's coming up to the 5. He's going to have to make a decision here, but if he continues in these lanes, he has a chance to go north on the 5 here. Let's see if he does it, but if he doesn't, he's got heavy traffic just beyond the 5 freeway, and he's going to have nowhere to go. In fact, the 10 freeway turns into the 101 freeway north, and that's going to be heavy congestion all the way through downtown. So here we go. Here's a look at it. Cars diving out of the way to get out of that driver's way, and he's going to have to use, well, there's not much of a shoulder here on this portion of the transition road onto the 101, but here he goes into the center divider lane, and he's going to try to pass that way.
And this is particularly dangerous for obvious reasons that don't need explaining, but the driver mirroring his behavior as what we saw on the 60 eastbound early on in this pursuit. The traffic, much like what you're seeing now, and it was a very dangerous display. Fortunately, the driver didn't hit anybody, but came very close to doing so, and spent a lot of time on the shoulder like the driver is doing now, spent a lot of time in gore points when available to try and get around traffic. And CHP again behind them this time. So the game changes in that sense. The LAPD was not as aggressive as CHP in this scenario that we're seeing right now. So this is sort of a new recipe here in this particular pursuit to see what this driver is going to do. But it's been very dangerous in scenarios like this. Now this is going to be the 101 approaching, just passing Mission. This is going to turn into the 101. Yeah, it's going to be dicey, on the freeway. So off they go.
Off they go, and looks like he's going to take that Mission Road off-ramp. We're going to try to move over. Anton, slide left. He's going to go underneath that transition bridge there. We'll see if he goes north or south. But it looks like he might have gone south there. Yes, he's going to go southbound underneath the 101 freeway, now on surface streets. This is Mission Road, and we'll continue now into the heart of downtown LA here. as the CHP stays in pursuit. Now, interestingly enough, this is back again in the Hollenbeck area of LAPD's jurisdiction. So we'll see if Hollenbeck decides to jump in and assist the CHP or possibly take it back over.
Not surprising behavior that the suspect returns to the origin point of this pursuit. Again, a stolen pickup truck. Hollenbeck's LAPD Hollenbeck
Right,
division initiating this pursuit. Now right back where it started, and far more dangerous, obviously, Gil. Now that we're on surface streets, you're dealing with cross traffic and pedestrians as well, and obviously at night it's much more difficult to see. So so many more potential dangers here as the CHP continues on in a very aggressive manner pursuing this stolen pickup truck. Don't know how many people might be in this truck or what kind of a scenario may be going on inside this stolen truck. But again, LAPD obviously very aware of the situation, now back in their jurisdiction with CHP locked in, law enforcement above as well in a helicopter. This suspect is not getting away tonight.
No, and the danger, like you said, is pedestrian traffic out here as he's going westbound on 1st Street here, and weaving in and out of that traffic. Some of those cars coming really close, those cars trying to get out of the way and almost colliding with the driver here. But now we're moving into LAPD's Central Division, so we'll see if Central helps out in this pursuit as CHP makes their way through that intersection here. The driver making a sweeping left turn. There's pedestrians in that crosswalk. Those people are hitting the brakes and stopping and going, oh, here comes the police. So yeah, here he goes southbound now on, it looks like it's Central Avenue, and driving at a fairly high rate of speed here, about 50 miles an hour. Which is not good in downtown.
Just so much more dangerous than most anything you see on a freeway situation, particularly at night. The saving grace here, Gil, this time they're on surface streets with lights and sirens behind the pickup, so there is some level of warning for, certainly for pedestrians who can hear this and see it coming, but the drivers as well, unsuspecting drivers, can now, have a chance at hearing it and can certainly see it with the lights behind them. And CHP now, you see that blowing through the red light. Obviously, CHP's not going to do that, but this driver is inclined to go at all costs. A very desperate situation for this suspect here, going through so many red lights. And CHP having a difficult time navigating this, dealing with the red lights and the potential cross traffic. Very dangerous. And the question now, where is LAPD? Will they re-engage? Will they offer some level of support? Will this suspect get back on the freeway and leave it squarely in the hands of CHP again? This is CHP behind the suspect. This has been on the freeway for a good deal of time. CHP getting involved in a pursuit that the LAPD initiated some time ago in this very jurisdiction in the East LA, downtown Los Angeles area. It was LAPD's Hollenbeck that initiated this pursuit.
Slide right.
And it spent so much time on the freeway, the CHP got involved. They are still involved. And you see an increasingly desperate situation for this driver. Now forced in a boxed-in situation, something we have yet to see.
And Micah, get this. This driver is heading right towards the 10 freeway where it's closed. You got an LAPD unit ahead of him. He's staying on the brakes there, letting that LAPD unit go. It's unclear if that unit knows that there's a pursuit behind him or not. It looks like he might be suspicious in that, but the driver stopping right there in lanes. Oh, here comes the doors, passenger side doors opening up here, driver side as well. So we have multiple people in the vehicle, at least 2, if not more. But look at this, they're getting out, and they have a dog, a driver coming out with a dog, and a female out of the passenger side. They're going to cross paths. They're going to go, Anton, go right or forward, go forward. They're going to try to escape on foot here as they run. They're going to go eastbound on a side street here. This is going to be 8th Street, I believe. And they're going to just casually walk away. Now, it might be that the CHP pulled off due to the traffic that they were facing there, but now they have a pickup truck to deal with that's in lanes heading facing towards the 10 freeway. That's going to add to the traffic mess down here, and these people simply just walking away from that vehicle. We'll see if I believe at this point the CHP may have pulled off and they see their opportunity to jump out and try to get away and blend in with anybody walking down the street.
Well, they're going to have a tough time blending in as the suspect description includes a dog. You've got two people, the driver, one passenger, and a dog walking along the surface street here. Obviously, that is something law enforcement certainly is aware of now. They're paying attention to the media feed and our coverage. Certainly, they have seen this, and it is no doubt going over the radio to law enforcement, LAPD in the area, very much aware of this scenario here. The question of law enforcement overhead and a night sun, haven't seen it in several minutes, but they're just beneath those massive ficus trees, still walking along. Law enforcement will find these people so long as they remain, you know, with a dog. It's hard to miss. There they go, and they're on them, and this will be over momentarily if all goes as you expect it would at this point. But they're certainly aware. It's hard to say whether that, now they're hiding behind a flatbed. So this law enforcement is on them. Is that LAPD there, Gil, or was that CHP?
It looked like it was CHP that drove by. They were trying to reacquire them. And let me come out to a wider shot. They're still under that tree. They have nowhere to go because of the fence. But they did pass by here. They made a U-turn, so here they come back. And they're, okay, they're aware that they're next to that big rig. So we'll see. There they go. The driver, they're running away with the dog, I believe, in hand there. And there we go. They have nowhere to go. That fence is high, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to climb that fence. He's going to try to go back eastbound here on Olympic. Might have given up the dog. I can't see the dog right now, but he's moving fast on his own here. I think the dog was let go. But here goes the driver.
That's the female.
And
with no dog. So you wonder.
Yeah, it might have been two females.
Yeah, it might have been. Right. We never did have.
Oh, here comes a tackle.
Yeah.
There we go. Down on the ground. Got the driver. The driver had those tan pants on, so at first it looked like it was a male, but possibly now a female. Anton, let's try to get closer. 2 o'clock. And the driver in custody. The passenger, I'm not hearing if they have that passenger in custody yet, but it looked like that passenger really had nowhere to go.